Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 19th of December 2021. Before I talk about what I want to talk about today, it was great yesterday, the London shopping trip. I feel the numbers were up quite considerably from those of the previous months, and if you're there, it was great. Thanks for attending along with me, and if you were one of the ones I chatted to, again, thanks. That was really great to meet you and to chat with you. So that was fantastic. Now, what I've been thinking in the last few days is I remember this particular group of people a few years ago saying something. Now this group, I don't really want to be mentioning them. I certainly don't want to give them any kind of kudos, but let's just say they're the group of people who like to run around creating big bangs here and there to sort of harm as many people as they can and to put as many other people as they can into fear because of certain extreme beliefs. So that group of people, and I always remember them saying sort of something along the lines of, we only have to get lucky once, you have to get lucky all the time. And like I say, I don't want to give them any kudos, but I think that kind of sentiment applies to us as well, purely and simply because we are on the side of right and we are on the side of truth, and all they can come out with is lie after lie and after lie. And as anyone who lies knows, or lies on a regular basis knows, it is very, very difficult. One of the hardest things about that is to keep the lie maintained and to keep it going, because you kind of lose track of where you are and you start contradicting yourself, and that's when you get caught out. And I think the sort of lies they have to come out with are getting more and more sort of complicated, they're getting more and more ridiculous, and I think by telling the truth, you can't help but being consistent because it is the truth. And we are right now, I know it sort of just seems like crazy times, and yes, we are living in crazy times right now, but it's a real emperor's clothes situation, and I just think it's going to take I say just one incident, and it's going to kind of take either one big truth bomb or maybe a cumulative effect of lots of small and medium-sized ones, but something's just going to tip. I mean, it is happening. I'm seeing lots and lots of comments from you guys, as well as comments and things I see elsewhere as well, that more and more people out there are just starting to question things a little bit. And this whole scariant that starts with, I think most people kind of realise that it doesn't seem to be what it's cracked up to be, shall we say. And I think people are sort of questioning, why are we having all these sort of extra measures and bits of coercion coming in? And like I say, I think if another kind of lockdown is introduced because of it, I think that is going to, we're going to start seeing some real waking up and some real anger out there, I feel. But just going back to what I was saying about sort of truth bombs and emperor's clothes, they've got to maintain their lie or a whole series of lies kind of all the time. They have to get lucky all the time, but we just have to get lucky once. We just need that truth bomb, or maybe a little cluster of truth bombs to go off here and there, and that will then kind of wake up enough people to reach that tipping point. And these things are happening as well, because such a truth bomb went off just the other day, didn't it, with the whole sort of Johnson Downing Street party thing. That has kind of shaken, at least, or indeed woken up a fair amount of people. Yeah, things like that will never kind of wake up the absolute diehards, but that just shows you, doesn't it, that these things do happen and that these truth bombs do work. And I think there is going to come a time, and I do have a feeling it's going to be sooner rather than later as well. When I say sooner, we could still be looking at sort of 3 months, maybe longer than that. But a time will come when sort of just a truth bomb so big kind of sort of goes off that we will get to that tipping point, and it'll be just like the story, The Emperor's Clothes, where the little boy kind of says, "Well, hang on a minute, the Emperor hasn't got anything on," and then everybody just sort of wakes up and goes, "God, you know what? Yeah, he isn't." And then the whole sort of ridiculous kind of con is over. And I'll tell you what, another strength we've got, as well as being on the side of truth and of right, and to be quite honest with you, it's our resilience. We are a resilient bunch of people. When you think of all the pressures we've had to endure pretty much throughout the whole of this year, and we've come through it all, and yeah, we've had many setbacks, many knockdowns. Do you know what? We just keep going, don't we? We pick ourselves up. Yeah, we get a bit of bad news, or some very bad news, like the Parliament vote of the other day and the introduction of the Big V passports, and that sort of floors you for a little while, for a day or two, but then you get back up, you go out to a march or something, and we just keep going and going and going, don't we? And that is one of our strengths, and that is another thing that is going to help us win, I feel. And I'm just going to recommend a song. Okay, I know it's a bit of a naff song, to be honest with you, from many years ago, but it kind of, the chorus of it kind of echoes this sentiment perfectly, I think. So I'll leave it in the link to it in the comment section and the description box below, and leave it there. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.